going on in the Halloween world. Let me tell you, we got a lot of junk food, a lot of Wednesday, a lot of Stranger Things, and even my favorite thing, blow molds. I'm gonna start off with a weird one, okay? Spear Halloween is going to be collaborating with Scrub Daddy. So they're making a Scrub Mommy clown, and it's like dual-sided. The first side is like a happy clown. It looks like the back side's gonna be an upset clown, or an angry clown, or a spooky clown. This photo is black and white. I'm very curious to see like what this is gonna look like. And speaking of Spirit Halloween, we'll just go ahead and get their stuff out of the way. They released 2 new animatronics slash props this week, Trick or Treat Pete and Crip Countess, okay? I love Trick or Treat Pete, although it doesn't seem that maybe he's quite functional. A lot of people who are super into Spirit Halloween props like haven't been giving him the best reviews, but I just love a clown that spits candy at you. I saw some people like putting like gumballs or like bouncy balls or even like spiders, like, you know, plastic spiders. That's really cool. There's something about him I really love. And then Crip Countess, she is super spooky. Her movements are so realistic. I haven't seen if anybody's like praising her or not, but I totally will. She's an icon. I love her so much. And then again, I am newer to like the prop and animatronics world. I'm much more of like a blow mold collector. And I think someone like commented like, honey, they've always had backstories. And I'm like, dude, I'm new to this, okay? So like, give me some grace. But I didn't know Spirit Halloween animatronics have backstories, okay? Crip Countess she was a midwife, okay? And she was the grumpy midwife. And she was really tall. And that scared a lot of people. So a priest buried her alive out in the catacombs. And now all of these tourists stomp all over her grave, so it comes out and scares them. And I love that. And of course, lots of Spirit Halloweens are starting to appear and starting to get their stuff in. They're not like open to the public or anything, but I assume like mid to late August they'll start opening stores. My local store has put up their signs, and then there's a lot of creators online who have posted like, hey, I'm working at Spirit and we're setting up, and they'll like post videos. And then I've also seen a lot of haul videos, because Spirit Halloween has slowly been trickling out like new stuff online, and I've been seeing a lot of haul videos. Those have been fun. And next up is some Stranger Things stuff. First off, we've got some cookies from Chips Ahoy. They are strawberry flavored, and they're like the chewy filled flavored cookies, and you know those things are going to be delicious. Along with that, they're going to be doing some retro 80s packaging, which I love. I wish they'd just like do that permanently. And they're going to also be doing a game that you like hunt for cookies and you can win potential prizes. One of the prizes is like a replica of Eddie's guitar. So if you're into that, check it out. It's going to be at chipsahoyscan.com starting August 11th. I hope that the cookies will appear in stores around that time too. That would be cool. And of course, there's more Stranger Things. I expect there's probably going to be even more than this, but there is a Stranger Things Eggo waffle that is also strawberry flavored. This was posted by Marky Devo. I haven't seen anybody post it. I haven't seen it anywhere else online, so it seems like he got the first scoop exclusive from what I can tell. And then I don't know if this is new or old or what. In trying to find like the original source on this, I came across another picture of a strawberry Eggo waffle that seems to be old on the old or new, I don't know, on the Canadian Walmart website. And next up is some Wednesday stuff. Nyx is releasing a full Wednesday makeup line, which years past might have excited me. I think along with all the food collabs and the makeup collabs, I think I'm a little fatigued by it all. Yeah, I think ColourPop has really like just ColourPop and Wet n Wild kind of made us a little all tired of these collabs. But there are some pieces in here that I think are cool. It might be worth purchasing. The first thing is the contour kit. I think this would be great as eyeshadow. I love a simple like brown look. I don't wear a lot of eyeshadow, but this I think would be very I think it'd be like multi-purpose. You could use it for your contour, you could use it for eyeshadow. This is something that I think I would get a lot of use out of. And then the other thing that I thought was cool was the big fat oil, I think is what they call it. Now, something that kind of confused me online is it says it's like color changing or transformative, but it doesn't, I don't know what they mean by that. I don't think they mean anything by that. I think it just, you know, one of them kind of looks black and then it's purple on your lips, but like that's to be expected. Okay, I need to take some time to really understand this. Okay, it says color shifting lip oil and they say it's groundbreaking. There's pictures of before and after, and the pictures just appear to be without lip gloss and with lip gloss, and I still don't understand what they mean. Yeah, I don't know. I've been reading it for about 10 minutes. I still don't quite understand unless it goes on really, really sheer, almost looks like it's not even on, and then gets darker, which honestly, I don't even know if I want. Would be tempted to buy just to see what the heck's going on. And next, one of my favorite things is this retro blow mold from Ace Hardware. It's a pumpkin stack. It's been on there. We have discussed this before, but it was not available to ship to store, and now it is as I am filming this. So that means you get free shipping and you can go pick it up at your local Ace Hardware, which gives me even more hope that they're going to be available in store. But I did go ahead and preemptively got mine shipped to store so that I know that I'm going to get it for sure, because I could see this being an item that resellers like to flip. And speaking of blow molds, we got a new Hello Kitty blow mold that's going to be appearing at CVS. I saw this posted by Bow Tracker. I have yet to see it appear on CVS's website or at my local CVS, but I'm super excited to see this. I didn't know that CVS was going to get Hello Kitty blow molds this year. I didn't see that on the leaks before, so this is fun. Cat one is the one that's new that I've never seen before, and then the witch one is also going to be at Walmart. And next up is the Disney store. They're going to be doing another Halloween drop along with their many other drops on July 28th. And this stuff seems to be pumpkin themed. And then we've got some code oranges from Tractor Supply that came across my TikTok feed. And these were super cool. This little, what was that? Scarecrow skeleton guy. He's pretty cool. He's not like full bodied, which I think is odd, but I can't wait to go to Tractor Supply this weekend and check and see what my store has. And don't let me forget, I got another set of blow molds for you. And I don't know which one is most exciting to me. I think it might be this one. Okay, so we got 4 new Jimmy blow molds for Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay, I was not expecting this. Came out of nowhere. So shocking and exciting. Someone I talked to on Instagram did buy these, and they were kind of hoping that they didn't have pumpkins, but I'm kind of super excited that they do have pumpkins. We can only hope that they're going to do other holidays. I don't know, but they did do that for Chucky. Okay, Chucky got Halloween and Valentine's Day, so maybe. So we got Freddy with his microphone, Chica with Carl the Cupcake, and then Bonnie and Foxy with little jack-o'-lanterns. And I really like the sculpt on these jack-o'-lanterns. They're super unique. I love it so much. It's not like a generic jack-o'-lantern. And something to keep in mind, these are a little pricey. They're $23.99 and they're tabletop 12-inch blow molds, so they're pretty small. Typically, a Jimmy blow mold of this size goes for like 15 bucks at Walmart. I feel like these are a little special, so I can see the price being justified at the $23.99. But I do wish they were bigger. But I imagine if they were bigger, they'd be a lot more expensive. I don't know. These are friggin' cool. And next up is the Dunkin fall menu release. Okay, and the first thing that caught my eye was the Munchkin Bucket. The Munchkin Bucket, what it looked like, the design was leaked a long time ago. Like a long time ago. Probably one of my first videos for this year. And I wasn't expecting it, but there's a lid on there, okay? That wasn't in the first leak, and now that we got this leak, there's a lid, and it's a little, like, what do you call those? Like, it's like the little spider donut. It's so dang cute, and I think makes worth purchasing this one if you're into collecting these. When I first saw this leaked a long time ago, I was like, I don't really like this design. I like last year's design better, but this lid blows it out of the water. It says these are supposed to be available starting October 15th while supplies last, which keep that in mind because I never found one of these dang buckets last year. There's also a candy bar latte that they're going to be doing around that time, which is pretty cool. I used to work at Starbucks a long time ago, and we would like mix a bunch of different flavors together to do like a Snickers flavored coffee, and this kind of reminds me of that. And along with all their other like returning pumpkin stuff, there's going to be a iced pumpkin loaf, which also reminds me of the time that I spent at Starbucks because their pumpkin loaf was delicious. I hope theirs is just as good because I no longer go to Starbucks. So this next one is not necessarily Halloween themed, but it kind of is. It's Chucky at Pop Mart. There's going to be some Chucky figurines at Pop Mart that are really weird. Kind of hoping that we'll get a Chucky Labubu, but I doubt it. Yeah, I think it's exciting to have Chucky stuff at Pop Mart. I'm excited to see if there's like different figurines in there, if there's like mystery ones or whatever. And then all of the Halloween and food influencers got boxes of Oreo Halloween cereal that is color changing. That's pretty cool. I doubt it tastes any different than the regular Oreo cereal, but maybe. And then we also got some news about Pillsbury Halloween cookies. So they are returning the cat shape this year. They did like a poll last year, and I guess you guys wanted to bring it back, so they're bringing it back. And then they're also doing a Day of the Dead cookie, which is pretty cool. There's like a little skull in there. Something that I forgot last week that I'll bring up this week is Kit Kat counts. I want to say Count Chocolates because they are chocolate, but they are not Count Chocolates. They are little Kit Kat counts. I wish they would have just called them Draculas or something, I don't know. And then we got confirmation that the Muppet Monster Cereal is real. It's real. So real that it's even being found in stores. Dinosaur Dracula found it in stores, and I've seen a bunch of people who like work at grocery stores posting like behind the scenes little like, hey, this is in our stock room kind of thing. So that's super exciting to see. I'm glad that it's real. There was some more pictures that appeared online because we have discussed this before because Count Chocula appeared, and then this week we got Frankenberry and we got Boo Berry. And now the time has come for who's setting for Halloween. If you're going out Halloween shopping this weekend, who should you check out? We'll start off with the ones that you probably already know. At Home is set for Halloween. I imagine that this weekend you're probably going to see a lot more inflatables, animatronics, like bigger props in stores. So that is exciting. My store, I haven't seen that yet, but I'm going to check it out. Michael's is set for Halloween. They do have some new collections hitting towards the end of the month. I think like Dead Regency and something else that I can't remember, but they will have some new stuff coming soon, so they might be worth checking out to see if that stuff's out yet. TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Home Goods, they definitely have Halloween. I've definitely found Halloween in stores there. Cracker Barrel has Halloween. I am patiently waiting for them to drop like a new collection. If you go, they probably have like 2 tables set up, and I expect maybe another drop from them, maybe not. Walmart has Summerween in the dollar spot if your store has a dollar spot. I'm not sure if this is at every store, but some of my stores locally do have it. Kirkland's is setting for Halloween. I went last weekend and they did totally have Halloween out, and that was exciting. Bath & Body Works, like I said, you probably already know this, but they have Halloween out. They said earlier this month. And for some new ones that are hitting this week and upcoming, Dollar Tree, I've seen a lot of code oranges there. My store is getting more and more in every day. They're definitely worth checking out, along with Dollar General. Every Dollar General I went to had a fully stocked pink Halloween decor, everything for the girly pops if you're into that. CVS and Walgreens. My Walgreens was setting for Halloween, and so was my CVS. CVS has a lot of good Hello Kitty stuff, kind of like what we mentioned before. Tractor Supply, there's some code oranges out there. I haven't checked personally, so I'm not like confirming this one, but they might be worth checking out. Menards, kind of like Lowe's is doing, they kind of had like a little teaser for me. Menards had some skeletons out, and then Lowe's has that like teaser with like the DJ booth set up. I don't expect much from Lowe's until after back to school, and I expect the same for Menards. Or no, they gave us a date. August 11th is Menards. Kohl's, some clothing and pajamas has been hitting stores. There's some Snoopy stuff in there. It's pretty cute. And then, yeah, Spirit Halloween, I expect is coming August, mid to late August, maybe early August. But stores are starting to appear, pop up, and they're setting up in stores as we speak, but they're not open to the public, obviously. And then, yeah, everybody else is probably setting after back to school. So, thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate your time. If you didn't know, I hand make wax melts at houseofwaxmelts.com. And, okay, speaking of that, I got some new stuff that's going out, like, as we speak. I'm filming this on Thursday, but this stuff's going live on Friday. This one is called Anaconda, and it smells like Bum Bum Cream. This one is called American Nightmare, and it smells like American creaminess, if you know what I mean. I'm not going to say the name. I'm not going to get a cease and desist, okay? And this one is Reanimated, and it smells like lime, bright lime goodness for Halloween. Anyways, thanks again. Bye.